everyone, it's Todd here from Baking with Foxholler Kitchen. Join me today as I revisit an old recipe and show you how to make brioche bread, only on Baking with Foxholler Kitchen. Foxholler fam, I'm Todd and welcome to Baking with Foxholler Kitchen. Why I said top the show, we're making brioche bread this week. Now you may be asking, Todd, why are you coming back to this recipe when you've already done it? Well, I believe in really challenging myself and redeeming myself, and I didn't really think I did too well with braiding the bread, so I want to see if I could do a little bit better with it. It's going to be a simple recipe, but it's, most importantly, it's going to be so good. So if you're ready, then let's have some fun. Alright guys, I know we've approached this once before, but I figured I'd just bring it around full circle again. What I'm going to go ahead and do is start off with 3/4 of a cup of warm milk. Now Dave, why are we using warm milk?
To activate the yeast.
Activate the yeast? Mm-hmm. And to that we're going to add a packet of dry yeast. And then you said a teaspoon of sugar.
A teaspoon of sugar. Just to give it some food here. Okay.
Then I'm just going to go ahead and take my mini whipper here. Get all mixed together here. Once we get this dissolved, we're going to let it set here for about 5 to 10 minutes just to activate the yeast and make sure the milk is looking nice and frothy.
Okay.
Alright guys, now we're waiting for our yeast mixture to start. We're going to go ahead and get our trusty stand mixer going here. We're going to start off with 3 large eggs. To that we're going to add half a cup of sugar.
Okay.
A teaspoon of salt. And 4 tablespoons of butter. Gonna put it on our whisk attachment here. Now Dave, what do you like about brioche bread?
It's a real buttery, eggy bread.
Mm-hmm.
It soaks up a lot of liquid if you're going to make something with it. So it's really nice.
Yeah, I know we've been kind of challenged with it before, so I wanted to do it again. Okay. Just seeing the success we had last week with the urban cheese bread, I wanted to see if we could do it again here. So that's looking awesome there. Okay. What do you think, Dave?
Looks good with the eggs.
Okay, and to that we're going to just go ahead and take our yeast mixture. I can't talk today at all. And to that we're just going to pour that right in.
Okay.
And get it here till it's good and combined.
And it's very bubbly.
Bubbly. Alright. That's looking really good there. Nice and combined. We're going to go ahead and start adding a cup of flour. Little by little, just at a time here. And why do we want to only just do a cup at a time?
Just a little bit at a time, and
we don't want the
we don't want the flour going everywhere.
The cloud of shame.
And it makes it smoother if you incorporate a little bit at a time.
Alright guys, we've got our flour mixed in. We're just going to add a little bit more at a time here. Just until the flour starts pulling it away from the bowl and making sure that our dough is not sticky. Which I think we're having pretty good success here. So, alright, then what we're going to do is we're going to transfer the dough to a large buttered bowl and turn it over and just till it's nice and covered, and then we're going to cover it plastic wrap and let it double until it's about twice the size in about 1 to 2 hours. Alright, let's do it. Alright guys, here it's been about 2 hours, so I've let the bread rise as much as it really can here. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to put a little flour down on the table and get it out of our bowl. Look how nice and fluffy this thing is.
Mm-hmm.
What I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to go ahead and cut this into 3 sections, and then we're just going to do a normal braid like you would be braiding hair.
Okay.
You think that's...
That's about a third right there. Just send it straight across. Okay.
And then we're about there, you think?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm going to roll these into about, what, 18 inches?
Yeah, about 18 inches or so.
And then we're just going to twist it together like you would like a normal hair braid. And then I will show you what the pattern looks like when it's done.
Okay.
And now that I've got everything braided, what I'm going to go ahead and do is let this rise up again here in a nice warm place for about 30 to 60 minutes. Alright guys, it's been about an hour, so what I'm going to go ahead and do is take a egg wash of 1 egg and a teaspoon of water, and I'm just going to paint it over my bread here. Now Dave, what, I know I've probably said about this before, but what is it about like brioche bread that just makes everything so much better? Why is it such like a widely used bread?
I mean, like I said, it's eggy and sweet, and it works really well for recipes.
Just about anything, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm definitely glad I'm getting to recreate this again. I think I'm deserve a little redemption from last time, so yeah, I'm just kind of gonna take the time here and kind of coat the braids a little bit better with just everything. I mean, how do you think it's looking here?
Looking great.
And then we are going to pop this in the oven for what, about
25 to 30 minutes.
And then it's going to be set at 375 degrees, and we'll get it here golden brown and show you what it looks like. Wrapping up today, I want to thank you again for joining me. I encourage you to check out our friends and support channels listed in the description below. But before I go, always remember, it's good times and good food, only on Baking with Foxhole Kitchen. I'll see y'all soon. Do I do a taste test? Do I not do a taste test? Taste test. It's just regular bread, but wait a minute. Wait. I have an idea. Stay tuned.